Hi everybody, I'm Miss Cooksey, and today we're going to talk about solving quadratic equations by factoring. So when we talk about solving quadratic equations, we are looking for the solutions. And the solutions in this case are where y equals 0. So anytime you see find the solutions, it's going to be finding the x-intercepts or where y equals 0. Here's a nice looking graph, shows you where those x-intercepts are. To do this, we are going to use what's called the zero product property. Zero product property says if A times B equals 0, then either A and or B equals 0. When we multiply numbers to equal 0, we know from the multiplication property of 0 that one of those numbers has to be 0. We're going to apply this property by taking factored expressions, setting each factor equal to 0, and that will give us our solutions. So let's practice with the zero product property first, then we'll apply it to a quadratic equation. Here I have x plus 2 times x minus 2 equals 0. Well, I've got two things multiplied to equal 0, so I'm going to set each of them equal to 0. X plus 2 equals 0, subtract 2 on both sides, so x equals negative 2. X minus 2 equals 0, add 2 on both sides, x equals positive 2. So the two solutions of x are negative 2 and positive 2. Let's do that again with this expression. X plus 6 times 3x minus 15 equals 0. I've got two expressions, two factors being multiplied to equal 0. Oops. Somehow I scrolled. Let's go back. So x plus 6 equals 0. Subtract 6 on both sides. X should equal negative 6. 3x minus 15 equals 0. Add 15 on both sides and divide by 3. X equals 5. These are the two possible solutions of x. Then I have 2x plus 1 times 2x minus 4 equals 0. I'm going to subtract 1 on both sides and divide by 2. X equals negative 0.5. 2x minus 4 equals 0. I'm going to add 4 on both sides and divide by 2. X equals 2. So the possible solutions for x are negative 0.5 and 2. Zero product property is so easy. We're just taking our factors and setting them equal to 0 and solving. So if I want to apply this to a quadratic, let's say I have this nice looking quadratic, x squared minus 7x plus 10 equals 0. To figure out what x is equal to, I am going to start by factoring. So what numbers multiply to positive 10 and add to equal negative 7? Well, those numbers are negative 2 and negative 5. Here are my factors. Now I'm going to use the zero product property. X minus 2 equals 0. Add 2 on both sides. So x equals positive 2. X minus 5 equals 0. Add 5 on both sides, and x equals 5. X equals 2 and x equals 5. These next two problems are quadratics, but they're not written nicely in standard form, and most importantly, we can't use the zero product property if they do not equal 0. So I'm going to have to change these equations to make them equal to 0. In this first equation, I'm going to subtract both sides by 18, and that gives me x squared minus 3x minus 18 equals 0. Now I'm going to factor the numbers that multiply to negative 18 and add to negative 3 are negative 6 and positive 3. If I set both of those factors equal to 0 and solve, I get positive 6 and negative 3. Last but not least, here again I have another expression that does not equal 0, so I'm going to subtract 5x and 6 from both sides of my equal sign. The numbers that multiply to be negative 6 and add to be negative 5 are negative 6 and 1. I'll take each of those factors and set them equal to 0, and I end up with x equals 6 and x equals negative 1. Thanks for watching. I hope this video was helpful. Make sure you subscribe so you never miss a video, and I'll see you next time.